What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Roaring Moon the Dunsparce. So yeah, today we're checking out Roaring Moon the Dunsparce. Roaring Moon the Dunsparce actually got top 32 in the Milwaukee Regional Championships. And it looked pretty cool, so we're checking it out today. The idea is it's basically ancient box, but then our draw power is the Dunsparce. And that's basically it. So playing 4 Roaring Moon, 1 Roaring Moon EX. Roaring Moon EX, of course, can help you KO stage 2 Pokemon. EX, as well as Cloudy Storm can be an okay attack, but if you're going to use Roaring Moon EX, you better use it for that Frenzy Gouging attack. We're playing 1 Koraidon as well, backup attacker, of course, it's really good. You can hit 180, you can also knock out Pheasantipity, and other higher HP fighting Pokemon and Iron Hands with the Bravery Charm. We're playing Fan Rotom to use that Fan Call, of course, on our first turn, and that Assault Landing is also not a bad attack. And with Fan Rotom, we can find our Dunsparce, and those of course evolve into our Dudunsparce with the runaway draw ability that allows you to draw 3 cards, and if you drew any cards in this way, you shuffle it back into your deck, and no cards attached to it. And we're also playing an Iron Bundle. I did play the exact 60 card. I am playing the exact 60 cards that got top 32. What's so cool about this list is it's actually playing Neutralization Zone for decks like Terra Box and Raging Bolt type decks that use mostly Pokemon EX. Neutralization Zone is a very cool card. Of course, we're playing Professor Sada's Vitality 4 times. We're playing 4 Explorer's Guidance. We're playing 2 Bowser's Orders just to gust around. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Great Ball, which is pretty interesting, but I guess it makes sense. 4 Earthen Vessel, 3 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, 2 Energy Switch, so we can actually pull off the Roaring Moon EX combo with Professor Sada's Vitality. 1 Super Rod, 1 Night Stretcher, 4 Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Keep effing up the name. 3 Artazon, and like I just said, the super interesting Neutralization Zone. Then the energy gun is 6 Darkness Energy, and that's the full list. So yeah, let's see what this deck can do and jump into our first match. Looks like we get to choose. I think you want to go first. I'm not entirely sure, but let's go first. Let's see what it's all about. I think it does kind of make sense to go first, but this is not a great hand. Yeah, I think this deck doesn't really care about item lock that much. Since you play the Dunsparce as your draw, you can like really set those up. Maybe you do care about item lock, but you are playing 3 Artazon though. So I'm not entirely sure. We are going first for this match. What did I see? Did I see Power Glass, by the way? And maybe it's Joltik Box? I think Joltik Box or Terra Box is probably what we're up against. Let's take our mulligan. Explorer's Guidance is okay. Yeah, it's Joltik Box. Iron Hands, bro. Iron Hands, I think that's fine. Let's play Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We actually just don't need Fan Rotom in this match. We should just get all our Dunsparce. Skip the Fan Rotom. But it could knock out a Joltik. But I don't want to over... I'm just not going to get it. Yeah, let's just keep it like this. The Neutralization Zone is in here. Okay, sick. Let's pass. So, unfortunately, no energy in opening hand. Also, no way to discard an energy or search anything. So, praying that the Dunsparce next turn can help me find an energy to discard as well as a way to get a Roaring Moon in play. Otherwise, we're going to have to Explorer's Guidance. Then it is actually maybe best to go second. I'm not sure. We're figuring that out along the way. They're going to Arven for Nest Ball and Ancient... no, not Ancient. Future Boost Capsule. Nest Ball. Probably going to get Miraidon. Yeah, there it is. Miraidon. Miraidon for... probably Joltik and Pikachu. If they don't have Latios, then they can't attack the Joltik though. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, Joltik and another Miraidon. Okay. Sure. Sure. And next turn we can Dunsparce. Probably if we don't find an energy or a way to play Professor Sada's Vitality, then we're just gonna explore its guidance. Kind of have to. Pikachu and another Iron Hands. I wonder how good Iron Hands actually is in this matchup. I don't see an energy or switch coming down. Oh, they have the booster capsule, of course. Okay, true. This is true. Do they have the energy for Joltik? I'm assuming they do. They're promoting Joltik. Yeah. Oh, Power Glass. Okay, that's not an energy. There it is. So they're gonna Jolting Charge. Probably put 3 on Iron Hands. Or 4 on Iron Hands. Alright, 2 on Iron Hands and 2 on Pikachu. I don't know. I don't think you want to put 2 on Pikachu. The Dunsparce is good here. I don't know. Pikachu just doesn't seem very good against Ancient Box. I mean, maybe it is, though. Maybe it is. Let's Runaway Draw this one. Great Ball. Nothing. Great Ball. The Dunsparce. No energy. Let's see. Runaway Draw again. Another the Dunsparce. Runaway Draw. There's a Roaring Moon. Still no energy, though. Let's do it one more time. There's an energy. Okay. Literally have no reason for the booster capsule. I'm not gonna use Roaring Moon EX right this second, so probably gonna do this. This. Ultra Ball. Can I discard a Sada's Vitality? Maybe I can. Let's get another Roaring Moon. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna Sada's Vitality. Pray we get something good of it. Could also explore his guidance. Just discard some more cards. I think it's fine just to explore his guidance for now. Let's put the Artazon in and the Dunsparce in hand. Discard the rest. Still no energy though. Probably just wait like this. Maybe I should have put the Artazon down already. I could have gotten another Dunsparce actually. I know I discarded one prior. Yeah, I should have probably played Artazon. They have the energy from hand. They have the switch. Alright, so they're gonna attack with Pikachu this turn. Oh, they're gonna move into Iron Hands. Unless they have Crispin now. Okay, so they do have Crispin. Alright, so I'm gonna put the energy on Iron Hands, of course. I'm gonna Arm Press, which is fine. We just promote Dunsparce, Artazon for probably just another Moon. I mean, you could also just promote Moon here. Kinda. Yeah, let's promote Dunsparce. Explorer's Guidance. Do this. Artazon. Let's put a Dunsparce down. Let's run away, draw first. Okay, yeah, that was a good decision. Now we can promote this guy. Earthen Vessel. Discard the Darkness, get 2 Darkness. Play Buddy-Buddy Poffin. 2 of these. Attach from hand. Sada's Vitality. Active and bench. Draw 3. Booster capsules, nice. E-Switch isn't doing anything right this second. How much damage are we doing? 90, 110, 120, 140, 150. We're only doing 150. We're not getting there this turn, but that's fine. I don't think you have to rush really, because it's a single price deck, of course. So let's do 150. Next turn we can knock them out. Of course, they can also just move into Pikachu. Yeah, they could move into Pikachu. I don't know if that's ever worth it though. I mean, we can't knock out the Pikachu this turn, so maybe it is actually worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. MPU very much could have actually knocked this out because of the future booster energy capsule, so it's actually pretty important that we attach the ancient capsule. But yeah, so far so good. This deck does seem pretty sick. I don't know. I'm always kind of fun. I always like a good single prize deck, you know. So it's cool to see a deck like this do well at a big regional, and also feeling pretty strong. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if we knock out the Iron Hands and the Pikachu, the Pikachu is gonna be harder to deal with. But I don't know. Maybe just like, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe just add a 1 of Brute Bonnet. Like, okay, if you start with Brute Bonnet, you're kind of effed. Maybe put a Jet Energy as well then. But like, if you start, or if you don't start with Brute Bonnet, then you can poison your opponent and just deal with Pikachu that way. Or also like, just hit like, you're not really hitting all that more hard, but like still, I don't know. There might be something to that, you know. Koraidon. Now, yeah, we're gonna boss up the Iron Hands for sure, This does mean we can't attach an energy to a Roaring Moon now. We do get Moon. That's Artazon. I don't know if there's actually a Moon in deck. No, there isn't. Neutralization Zone still in deck. Let's do this. Let's boss up this Iron Hands. And let's just Unrelenting Onslaught for knockout. Yeah, knock out the Iron Hands. That's pretty sick. Now we're tied on prizes. In the prize trade, at least. And the thing is, they don't have a attacker right now. If they crisp into the Iron Hands, they can only, like, arm press for knockout. They have to Joltik probably again this turn. And in that turn, we buy ourselves enough time to set up another Moon. We can hard retreat into the Moon as well. I think we should have an energy in deck still. So we can actually hard retreat into the Moon. We can knock out the Joltik with Koraidon. We don't have to. That's sick. Yeah, that's sick. I don't know, maybe we can even do enough with Roaring Moon. Now, how would we... No, we wouldn't have enough energy to do so. There's no way for us to take a knockout with Moon on a bench Pokemon. If they're gonna Joltik against the Pikachu, we just boss around the Pikachu again, I think. However, we can't always boss around. I mean, if they attack with Pikachu again at some point, then they're probably having an Iron Hands on the bench again. And at that point, we can also just, like, boss the Iron Hands at that point. So, I think that should be fine. They're gonna crisp and probably attach to the Iron Hands. I wonder how many energy they still have in deck. They should have, like, at least, like, 3 or 4 left. Maybe more, actually. Maybe they're playing, like, 12 or 13 energy. I think it's like a 5-5 split between Grass and Lightning. They should have 2 Psychic and 2 Metal. Yeah, they could Arm Press. I don't know. Maybe they do want to set up with Joltik, though. I mean, if they don't If they go in with Iron Hands now, and we find a way, if it leaves the if Koraidon leaves play actually, and we recycle it back and attack again with it, is it a different ancient Pokemon? It might be. We also might just be doing enough with Roaring Moon now. 40, 60, 80, 100, 110. We're doing 180 now. We're gonna promote Dunsparce though, because if recycling means that we can use it again, we should just do that. Now the question is, how do I do that? Sada's Vitality to the Moons, maybe draw into Super Rod. Super Rod and discard? Nah, no it isn't, no. Double the Dunsparce. Alright. Oh, we can also find the Neutralization Zone still. We should go for that as well. E-switch. Maybe we should do the active actually. I'm pretty sure we can deck out, as long as we have like 6 cards in deck. Gonna try it one more time. Runaway draw. Okay, so we did find the Neutralization Zone. Could still go for that as well. Let's Artazon. Let's get back a Dunsparce. Let's attach to the active. Capsule. Do this. Super Rod is in deck. Okay, sick. Do this. I don't know how much are we doing now? Yeah, we're hitting enough, right? Yes, sick. Let's Neutralization Zone. And let's now just... Do we want to play Great Ball? Maybe just find one more Dunsparce. Let's do that. Let's bench this. And let's Vengeance Fletching for 230. Knocking out the Iron Hands. And now we find ourselves in a super good spot. Because Pikachu, under no circumstances, can knock out the Moon. They have to find Stadium. They would have to play Sparkling Crystal and Crispin. I don't think that that's happening anytime soon. And even if they were to come in with the Pikachu, if we find our Super Rod and can draw into the energy, which we probably can because we have the Dunsparce in hand, we can find another Dunsparce. We can draw almost our entire deck, and then we have an Earthen Vessel. Ooh, they find an Iono though. But then still, they have to get rid of the active Moon. They should have promoted Joltik here. Joltik is the only single prize Pokemon. Oh, they have Galvantula EX. Okay. If they had the baby Galvantula, that actually would have been a whole lot worse for us. Then they could have actually KO'd the Moon. But then still, they need a Crispin. And they would have need to disrupt our hand. So I think we're just kind of like always winning here. This Miraidon is not a future Pokemon. It's so stupid, but it's not a future Pokemon. So yeah, they don't have free retreat now, which is kind of stupid. Yeah, I think it's over. I think we just win this. So that's a big W on the Roaring Moon deck. They attach an energy to their Joltik. And they Iono, okay. So they do disrupt our hand, but we just attack for knockout though. So I still don't know what this is about. We find the Dunsparce, which is actually pretty huge. Can draw 3 more cards. Time units, yeah. I don't know. I think we're winning here. Yeah, and they just concede. Alright. So yeah, this match you can exactly see why this deck is so strong. The Neutralization Zone, plus just knocking out their Pokemon and always just attacking with single price Pokemon, and them having to respond with 2 price Pokemon is insanely strong. So yeah, let's go one more match and see if we can keep up this win streak. Let's go first again. I actually think going first with this deck is pretty optimal. Getting the Dunsparce. Ooh, this is probably our worst opening. I mean, we do have an energy in hand. But this is not good. We do have Great Ball. Ultra Ball as well. Ooh, Zoroark with more Peko. Ooh, maybe discarding the energy is better than keeping it in hand. Let's Artazon for Fan Rotom. Yeah, let's do this. Let's Fan Call. Let's get 3 Dunsparce. This guy and this guy. Let's Great Ball. They could play. Let's get the Dunsparce. I mean, they could have Buddy. Do we Ultra Ball now and discard energy and explore guidance? If we do, we should probably just get another the Dunsparce since we have Artazon in play. Let's do this. I'm not entirely sure if that was the optimal play. Now we do have an energy in the discard for Sada's Vitality. Unfortunately, this list doesn't play any switching cards. I mean, the Dunsparce can get trapped in the active. Fan Rotom can attack. The Moon can attack. Everything except for Iron Bundle, which you're only benching when you're using it. So, I get it. But in this case scenario, it's not very good, unfortunately. We're gonna get a Iono. That's fine, I guess. We did have our only 2 Dunsparce in deck. We prized 2 of them. Earthen Vessel, double Capsule. Yeah, this is not good. They play Petron, Squawkabilly, and Morpeko. This is a crazy Zoroark list. Takes way too much bench space, up in my opinion. They're gonna Squawk away Arven, NSPP up Energy, E-Switch, and Pokegear. Okay. We're gonna Nest Ball, get Ogie Dogie. This is just Zoroark with... Is this Ogie Dogie with like a 1 or like a 2-2 Zoroark line? Why play Ogie Dogie though? I mean, I did get bodied in like a... I did get bodied by Ogie Dogie in an earlier video, but yeah. We don't talk about that one. We find Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball just Earthen Vessel away the energy and get 2 more. Ultra Ball, this. Get the Dunsparce, Artazon for Roaring Moon, the baby one at least. Baby Moon. Evolve. Let's Runaway Draw. We find double Baby Moon. We should probably bench one. Or maybe we should explore its guidance first, actually. We should discard those. Maybe do this. Discarding the ball seems fine. Do we attach to the active or just... We could get knocked out though. Great Ball. No Pokemon. Let's end our turn. Maybe we should have actually saved the energy, the booster capsule for the Baby Moon, because then Zoroark can't knock it out with Virtuous Flame. Binding Mochi to Dogi Dogi. They're gonna Ultra Ball. Oh wait, Darkness and an Ultra Ball. Probably get Zoroark, yeah. Their hand seems kind of mid, otherwise... And unless they've researched now. Janine. Yeah, their hand is pretty mid. They're gonna attack with the normal Morpeko. Hey, wait, what does the attack do as well? Move to energy. Okay. So So this from them is actually not a bad play. Now they've loaded up the Okidogi and also swung for 70 damage, which is not bad. So still don't have Sada's Vitality, so we're gonna Explorer's Guidance again. Get this guy, get this guy. I think we need to keep the Super Odd. No ancient cards discarded, unfortunately. Let's run away draw. Finally a Sada's Vitality. We find an Earthen Vessel. Could probably discard this. Let's get the energy. I'll be honest, we're probably gonna knock out our active with Okidogi, so not even gonna bother attaching to it. So let's do it like this. Let's see what they do. They don't knock us out. Then next turn we just Sada's Vitality E-Switch to Roaring Moon. They top deck Iono. Okay. Yeah, that's just great. That's okay. Our hand is literally like just as good, but then top decking Iono is not great. They're playing double Squawkabilly. That has to be like overkill. They can Okidogi now, swing with Craze Chain for 300. Okidogi now actually doesn't seem that bad in the current standard format. It's still like not a good deck, but it doesn't seem that bad. We can, I don't know if we can actually knock it out. We can't knock it out, not yet. So let's Sada's Vitality. There and there. Let's draw 3 cards. That's okay, I guess. Let's Great Ball first and get a Dunsparce. The Dunsparce. Yeah, that's the Dunsparce. We should be able to swing for 230. If we get... That's not what I need. Steal time, the best I can do, it might be... Didn't find Neutralization Zone, which is unfortunate. Yeah, let's swing with the Vengeance Flexing for 210, and then next turn, yeah, the poison just, we were just 1 damage counter short from, you know, them KOing themselves going into our turn. Okay, so they can, yeah, they can just knock us out, and they're just fine. Low-key, we just don't attack this turn, we just promote Fan Rotom, and let them get knocked out through poison. This turn, just establish another Roaring Moon. It's probably more important. Let's Artazon. Ooh. So we can't, okay. We have to Sada's Vitality to 1 though. We should have enough in deck. Super odd. Shuffle back 2 moons and an energy. Let's do this. Bench another Dunsparce. Just end our turn. We take 2 prize cards from the Okidogi. The Fan Rotom will go down, probably. Then we just, yeah, the Zork is just not really in range for us to knock out. That's so unfortunate though. I don't know, it might be possible, but it's like really hard to do. Oh, this is just awful actually. Night Joker, well, they're not even doing enough. So this is actually just a misplay on their part. This is just good for us, okay? Sure. How much are we doing? 210? Okay. Do this. Hopefully get it to Dunsparce. Yeah, there it is. Do we just knock out the... Oh, we can't. We're actually short now. Because... Oh, we can knock out the Squawk, though. Then 2 more cards enter thereafter. Then 240. Yeah, we can't knock out the Zork. I think that's actually fine. We knock out the Squawk. I don't know what's in the prize cards, like ancient cards wise. Maybe it's possible to barely knock out the Zork. Maybe they do some stupid misplay and poison themselves. No, they don't. Okay. Okay, so we have the Dunsparce, so we have infinite deck in hand. That's nice. I don't think it's possible for us to knock out their Zork. We should have a Capsule and a Sada somewhere. If we get those 3 in the discard as well. We did prize the Koraidon. Pricing the Koraidon is quite unfortunate. Oh yeah, the booster capsule is attached, of course. Gravity Mountain. That literally doesn't do anything. It's fine. But at this point, we just going with the moon, right? We should... Ooh, we do need to have another one to attach to. Otherwise, we can't hit them with Fan Rotom. I'm pretty sure we should have one in deck. One more. Oh, I forgot about the Neutralization Zone. That's sick. Okay. So now we have infinite deck because of the double the Dunsparce. There's the Sada's Vitality. Probably doing it like this is fine. Let's do it like this. There it is. Okay, this is sick. This is sick. We just do this now. Sada's Vitality. Oh. Kind of missequenced. We're still fine, though. We're still fine. Oh, wait. No, we aren't. Oh. I'm so stupid. If they just retreat into something else. Kind of just lose here. Because you can't draw any cards with the Dunsparce. If you don't have cards in your deck. Hopefully they just don't know that and they like swing. But if they swing with Ogie Dogie, yeah, we can knock out the Ogie Dogie though. We can knock out the Ogie Dogie. That's fine. If they're gonna go into Ogie Dogie, they can do that. We can just. They should have just removed the Morpeko, and then we would have lost. Now we still win. Now we still win. We can play Sada's Vitality, right? Yeah, I think we should be able to play Sada's Vitality. Yeah, but it's so stupid. You can't use the Dunsparce's ability. I forgot that we still have to draw cards with Sada's Vitality. So that was unfortunate. Yeah, we're doing enough. No cards. Yeah, I want to double check. We can't use the Dunsparce. No, we can't. So let's just knock it out. 260. Barely made it this match. Made it way too close. I should have closed up the game. I missequenced the Dunsparce runaway draw. I should have just played Sada's Vitality. I could have Ultra Balled for a Roaring Moon, a baby moon. But instead I used the ability and actually got myself in a position where I could lose the game. Luckily our opponent misplayed as well and didn't see the play, so we still won. But yeah, if you want to play the Roaring Moon deck, I mean, in my opinion, it's a great deck. It's kind of under the radar, even though it did get top 32. So yeah, if you're looking to play Roaring Moon, give it a chance. It's a super fun deck. It's pretty strong right now in the format. The Neutralization Zone really shuts off a lot of decks, and just you can really make some cool plays with it. But yeah, that will be it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 700 subscribers. And if you want to see a card or a specific deck checked out, let me know down below and then maybe I'll check it out for my series. You name it and I'll play it. And yeah, that will be it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.